So aloha, everyone. Welcome to our self-care and service practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. My name is Laurie, and honored to be with you today for this new session in our self-care and service journey. And so today we will do a check-in as we usually do. And then I wanted to have today's focus to share a micro practice of self-alignment as our next micro practice. And we will do a short meditation in the love, peace, and harmony field, and then talk about some next steps. So let's get started and allow yourself to just check in. And this is actually a good preparation for self-alignment, as awareness is key. So if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes and just check in. And notice how your thoughts are doing, your emotions, your physical or your bodily symptoms and sensations. And reflect on your past actions and behaviors. And we just want you to notice how you are doing at this moment without judgment or attachment. We just want you to notice and check in. And as we're talking about with self-alignment, it is about allow ourselves to stay balanced and aligned. So noticing how we are allows us to get back to what we want to be. So you can just notice. And if you want to have a number from 0 to 10 as to where you are in terms of how you feel, great. And you can also check in after half an hour at the end of the session to see if there's any shifts in any of these areas. Okay. And I'd love to hear if you are dealing with something in particular, a concern in these areas, maybe sharing it and allowing the session to assist you. We can give you more feedback. But today I thought that we can move from self-trust to self-alignment. So I asked people, I guess before I recorded, for those of you who were here last time, we explored building self-trust, right? Listening to ourselves, keeping promises to ourselves, and acting from our values. And our next step is practicing self-alignment. So this is a form of giving back and self-care. And what we want to do is bring our thoughts, our feelings, our actions into alignment, into harmony with our values, our purpose, and our goals. Okay, so when we're talking about self-care goals, service goals, if we have them in our mind and our hearts all the time, it will be easier to do this activity. And so what do we mean by self-alignment? Well, in particular, we're talking about the state where your head, your thoughts, your hearts, your feelings, and your hands represent your body or actions are in alignment, are in agreement to what you are wanting, your values, your purpose at any particular moment, okay? And it is like living authentically with inner coherence, a practice of noticing and gently adjusting when you are out of sync. So take, for example, we are in our self-care and service session, right? So all of you here have come in and, have some interest in self-care and service. So as we're here in this moment, how are our thoughts? Are they, focusing on where we are? Are they out somewhere else, like, things that you have to do? So already that would be out of alignment, right? We're in our self-care session. We want our thoughts to be focused on ourselves, our self-care or service, rather than, extraneous things, our hearts, our feelings. We would like to get that in alignment with self-care. Maybe you had the goal of, I want to be peaceful. I want to move my body into that rest, restorative space. So calming down, right? So positive emotions and our actions. So are we, having correct posture? Are we doing the things we need to do to, meet our goals? So that would be a way that you can check in. And why would this be important, right? So think about it. It helps us to stay in alignment with our values, our goals, allowing us to better stay on track and move towards them, right? Towards the goal. Because many times we might have purposes and goals, but we really are not doing things, whether our thoughts, our words, our actions, are not in alignment. So we have a hard time moving forward with them because we are not really doing what we really want to do. Self-alignment can also be important because it can reduce stress and inner conflict, right? When we're in that stress, we can get back into balance. It can build clarity and confidence in decisions, decision making. It can also enhance motivation and resilience. And in neuroscience, they talk about coherence, right? It can bring coherence across brain networks for thinking, feeling, and action in balance, okay? Supporting our mental well-being. So a short micro practice that we'll do, and we can do it in alignment with what I mentioned about this is a self-care service practice session. Think about what it is your goal has been for coming to these sessions, what you want in your life that you want to create. Just pause as you're reflecting on it. Again, no judgment. We're going to take a nice breath into our lower abdomen. And we're going to just check in. The head part, we're going to ask, okay, where are my thoughts? What am I thinking? Okay. It's about, okay, how do I do self-care properly? Or is it on something else that not aligned with the self-care, okay, or service? Your heart, what am I feeling? Okay. So feelings sometimes may be more difficult to control. We feel something, but we can notice when we're feeling in alignment and not in alignment. Okay, so just notice. And then you can notice it in your body, right? And think about what is it that you're choosing to do. Okay. And is it in alignment? And if it's not aligned, like, oh, I'm thinking about all the things I have to do that really is not aligned with my purpose of self-care, let me just bring my thoughts back to, the session and feel the love, peace, and harmony message. Okay. So that would be a way that you could bring a shift back to restore balance. Okay. So because this is a love, peace, and harmony session, singing, repeating, just looking at the calligraphy or allow ourselves to get in alignment, right? So it could be, let me shift to restore balance. I'm multitasking on something else. Let me bring it back. So I'm grounded. My mind is on my lower abdomen to ground. I'm thinking love, peace, and harmony. I might be singing it or tracing a calligraphy. So these are all ways that brings us back into alignment. Thinking, feeling, and doing. Okay. So we can use a practice like this before we make an important decision. So we know that it's from the positive space. I feel that this is really important, being aligned before we make a decision. Otherwise, it's like negative emotions or fear, worry that guide your decision. It can be very impulsive and not actually helpful. When you're feeling stressed, scattered, or conflicted, right? bring us back into balance. When you want to reset after an emotionally charged situation, and it's great to do it at the end of the day to restore balance, or any time that there is a transition, right? From like a meeting that you have, and then you want to transition. That could also be a way that I just thought of now. Okay. So let's do this practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. And again, for those who may be not as familiar with the love, peace, harmony field, we believe that everything has its own vibratory field, and each of our vibrational fields are connected in the quantum field of the collective. So with each of us having our minds on love, peace, and harmony, self-care, and service, this field becomes more powerful with that information. And everything has its own vibratory field. So we're all connected in this quantum field of the collective. So when we practice in the love, peace, and harmony field, which is a set of love, peace, and harmony calligraphies, carrying positive messages, higher frequencies, this higher frequency can help bring our thoughts, our feelings, our actions into greater alignment, into greater love, peace, and harmony. And we can have or experience coherence, balance, and flow. Okay, so let's get started. This is the field with the beautiful calligraphies written by Dr. and Master Qigong Sha, the creator of the calligraphies and the founder of the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation that sponsors these sessions. So allow yourself, first of all, if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes or keep them open looking at the Tao, the love, peace, and harmony field. And allow yourself to create that safe space for yourself. Okay, so again, think of something that makes you feel peaceful and relaxed. So when your body feels safe, your body can relax. Okay, and take a moment to reflect on your self-care or service goal. This is what the meditation will be. And as you're thinking about it, just notice how that feels in your body. So your goal would be, I really want to get rest or be peaceful or change some emotions that was upsetting me. Notice how it is in your body and just be aware, what am I thinking? So if we want to be peaceful, we want to be relaxed, we want to be in love, peace, and harmony, notice, what am I thinking? Is it love, peace, and harmony, or am I still upset at a situation? Okay, so just noticing that without judgment. Notice, what are you feeling? Right? Allow yourself to honor, respect, have compassion to what you're feeling. But noticing if it isn't what your goal and what you would like, how you can make that adjustment back. And you can use one of the face strategies we talked about, if just feeling it with compassion, connecting with it with compassion, with light, with love, peace, and harmony. Right? Allow it to naturally realign to where you want to be. Notice, what are you doing, right? So self-care and service practice today. Are you, engaged? Are you sitting comfortably with, alignment in your posture? Or if you're lying down, maybe, having a comfortable posture where your body is aligned. And just notice, again, where you are. And that one small thing that we can do to realign, we will all use the love, peace, and harmony field. So let's kind of shift really to the field. And you can also think if there's another way that you can do this throughout the day. Okay. So focus on the love, peace, and harmony field. Some of you want movement. You can take your 5 fingers to trace the calligraphy, right? Allow the movement. And as we trace, we are thinking about love. I'm tracing with the arrow. So this is one way that we can get back into alignment. Our body is focused, right? Because we're tracing, or we're maybe even doing like a Tao Calligraphy Tai Chi tracing with the love, peace, and harmony calligraphies. Okay. And our thoughts are in love, peace, and harmony. We might even visualize light of love, peace, and harmony radiate out to us. So here we are managing our thoughts and emotions in alignment with love, peace, and harmony. And we also then want to align our heart, our emotions, emotional components. So allow ourselves to work to feel love, peace, and harmony. If you can imagine feeling unconditional love, right? This love, allow yourself to remember a time that you may have felt so loved, protected, supported, or that you felt that way towards someone else, that you wanted to offer that love because you love someone, right? So imagine that it's being directed to yourself and you're just feeling love, peace, and harmony. So if you ever felt love, peace, or harmony, you can reconnect with those feelings, those messages. And if you haven't, imagine it. Imagine what it would be like to feel love, peace, and harmony. This can start your brain working in that direction to align your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Okay? Because sometimes we might be tracing, we say we want to feel love, peace, and harmony, but we have a thought that, oh, I don't think I can, right? So that is not in alignment when we notice that thought with love, peace, and harmony. So we want to maybe shift it. Let me move closer to love, peace, and harmony. Enhance love, peace, and harmony I feel. Okay, something a bit more positive and aligned with you, with your goal and your purpose. Okay, all right. So allow yourself to continue. Love, peace, and harmony. And I'm going to maybe play the music that can help us also get us more into that condition. The screen may be blocked for a bit, so I apologize as I shift out. But we can notice the calligraphy is behind me. So just allow yourself to relax in the field. Okay. So I'm not sure if you can hear the music. And I think I'm good. So you can sing. to continue to feel that love, peace, and harmony. Again, really checking in to see if your thoughts are still with the love, peace, and harmony field and the message of the song, right? You can sing, I love my heart and soul. Are you aligned with that? Can you feel, I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Feeling that love for humanity, which is a great service. Join hearts and souls together. Again, this is a purpose, a goal. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Really carrying this message within you, those around you. You can continue to notice how you're feeling. Again, staying in alignment. Thoughts, feelings, and actions is connected with love, peace, and harmony, with our service and self-care. So continue to focus and align yourself with love, peace, and harmony. And notice this feeling for those of you who are in alignment, really feeling how this feels. The light, the frequency of love, peace, and harmony. Notice how your body is, your posture, your emotions. And if you feel that you are in alignment, really allow yourself to remember this state. Again, this can be a tool and technique to help train our brains to remember being in love, peace, and harmony, so we can return here, get ourselves back in alignment, back in balance more quickly. So allow yourself to really integrate this experience of feeling love, peace, and harmony. Allow yourself to enhance this feeling, this experience. Noticing with all of your senses the state of being calm, relaxed, being in love, peace, and harmony. Allow your soul, heart, mind, and body to know that you can get back into alignment, into balance at any moment. Just remembering the state. You might remember the music, the calligraphy. We're making that connection. Every time we see the calligraphy, we hear love, peace, and harmony. Our thoughts, our emotions, our body respond to relax, to be in love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. So imagine the colors that you might feel in your body of light around you, that feeling of calmness, of safety, of relaxation, of peace and harmony. Give gratitude to this moment and to yourself for taking the time for your self-care and service practice. This is one way that you can be in alignment with your self-care and service goals, focusing on the love, peace, and harmony field, where we are thinking love, peace, harmony messages, feeling messages of love, peace, and harmony, and aligning with the love, peace, and harmony, either by sitting comfortably, relaxed, connecting and meditating with the calligraphy, or tracing the calligraphy. We are aligning. Think about how you can use it in your daily life. There might be times that you tend to get out of alignment, and remembering this moment to get you back in alignment. And imagine yourself doing that, like after a meeting, after a situation, getting back to love, peace, and harmony. We are preparing our brains to remember these techniques, so if it happens, this is what I can do. Okay? And again, love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I would love to hear what that experience was for you. If you had any insights, if there's an area that tends to be more challenging or easier for you, for example, maybe the thoughts or the emotions are harder for you to be in alignment. But that would be good information that, this is an area that I can work on. I would love any feedback, so you can go ahead and write it in the chat. If you're watching the video, you can, write it in the comment section. And if you are on Facebook Live or Facebook page, you can also write comments as well in the chat. So as I may be waiting for some feedback, let's talk about the next steps again. And again, this is just a glimpse of a certain topic and with a micro practice, but we want you to continually work on your self-care and service goals and stay in alignment. Some of the resources on self-care topics: Power of Soul by Dr. Master Sha, and Tao Science by Dr. and Master Sha and Dr. Roland are great resources to kind of give you more information of other ways that can keep us aligned and healthy and balanced. Akara mentioned, very appreciative. I am presently experiencing lots of healing and needed to be reminded of such great wisdom. Wonderful. Thank you, Akara, for sharing. Great. And so I hope that you can also take time to continue to be in the love, peace, and harmony field. And when you're in it, to align yourself, fully commit to that opportunity. Okay. My mother has her meditations and a Tao wellness practice first 3 Mondays of each month. You can also check out our YouTube channel. We have many recorded sessions from the past. And then this Thursday, we'll have a free wellness evening with Tao Calligraphy. You get an opportunity to be with the next level calligraphy field that can bring high-level positive messages, frequencies, and vibrations. So please join us. And if you are new or need some extra support to get started on your wellness journey, we are still offering complimentary 15-minute sessions to help you get started. And in particular to our service journey, we got to play the Love, Peace, and Harmony. Hopefully you could hear it okay, but this QR code leads you to that site where you can download or you can play the Love, Peace, and Harmony instrumental. It also can lead you to the code that you can donate. If you're feeling that service, wanting that heart of service. And again, remembering that self-care is service. We do want to increase our self-care to increase the quality of our service. This is really important, and our self-alignment micro-practice can help us to keep to this purpose. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Akara, for sharing, and we'd love to continue to hear your feedback. We do have the feedback form that you can give some recommendations. These sessions are for you, so I'd love to know if these are helpful for you, or if there's any other ways that we can make it more helpful. So I would love to say my goodbyes. So we thank you those who are on our live stream, Facebook, aloha, and those are on our video. Thank you for joining.